Well, hello again. It is the Dibs here with Streamerology. Just finished streaming just a little while ago, and we have some footage playing Crucible, Amazon's new title that they just released May 20th. It came out on Steam. It is free to play, and, well, it's an interesting game. So the best way I can describe it, it's a third-person shooter that reminds me of Battleborn. Yeah, that game. If you remember Battleborn, it was a really awesome game. I really did love Battleborn. It was unfortunate that it released during Overwatch. I think if they waited about a year longer to release it, it would have been great if they staggered that release, and I still think Battleborn would be doing pretty healthy otherwise. This game itself, though, Crucible, is a lot like Battleborn in the fact that it reminds me of a MOBA. So if you're unfamiliar with MOBAs, that's like games like League of Legends, Dota 2, where you have 3 lanes, you have your team split up into those 3 lanes, one person per lane, except you have a duo on one of the lanes, which is typically your damage carry, and then you have someone jungling in between the lanes. So Crucible is more of a giant jungle. That's all it is. The map is freaking gigantic. It's a giant jungle where you have 2 teams of 4. You have 2 teams of 4 facing off against each other, and the objective is to gain experience. You can do that by killing minions. Well, I call them minions, or monsters just out on the planet. You kill them, you gain experience, you level up, you activate different perks, abilities, different things for those abilities to give you an edge in battle against monsters, against the opposing team, and against the boss. So there's 3 bosses that drop. They're giant tree things. They're called the Hive. You have to kill them and claim their heart by running up to it and like holding down the area for like 3 to 4, I don't know, maybe it's like 3 to 4 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. But once you claim that, you have to do it 3 times. Once you claim 3 of the hearts from the Hive, you win the game. Sounds simple enough. And it's really team-based. It's a heavy team-based game. It's very interesting. I did want to show some gameplay, some clips and footage for my initial reactions.
What the heck is that?
Mini harvesters.
Incoming!
Your rifle shots now inflict more damage after reloading.
Incoming!
Salvage detected inside the containment unit. Interaction shield.
Hey, I got one! Oh my gosh. Why am I the only one over here? Like, where is the team at, guys?
Ace deployed!
Your hunters have captured a high.
Hey, we got it! Now, the game itself does have a lot of bugs. Just right after the tutorial, straight, boom, out of the tutorial, it died on me. It died. I had to close that thing and reopen it. We had to get back in and do a game after the tutorial. Just stuck at the loading screen for me. It was pretty goofy. The game does have issues with matchmaking as well. I don't think it has problems with the population at the current moment in time. Population seems pretty healthy since it literally just came out yesterday. It's free to play, so it should have a large player base. But the bad things include the matchmaking problem, where if it doesn't, I ran into this 2, 3, maybe 4 times, where it just would not load a match. It wouldn't find one person. It needed to find one person, and then it just boots you back to the main screen again. And then you have to start all over with the matchmaking process. On top of that, the game didn't crash for me, but it has crashed for a lot of other people. The game doesn't have any text communications, it doesn't have any voice chat, it does have a ping system, very much like Apex Legends does. So the ping system works, it's pretty nice if your teammates pay attention to it, that is. The characters do have a lot of balancing issues that need to be hammered out. Just taking a quick look here, take a quick look at the characters. So this character in particular, Summer, she has a lot of health, so she's really tanky. And I was kind of playing around with the abilities here. She's really tanky, but she also does a crap ton of damage. Her flamethrowers do an insane amount of damage between level 4 and 5 once you get these perks activated. whichever one you might choose. I don't know which one. I think it's this one. Yeah, her damage increases by 50 here. We're maximum heat, so basically her heat is a mechanic in the game where she overheats. She can't use her flamethrowers. When she hits level 5, she does an insane amount of damage. She can get off a full combo, and it's pretty insane because she has a lot of health as well. Or one thing I wanted to discuss was these characters, none of them have any specific roles or classes. They're just kind of their own thing. This guy's pretty tanky, she's pretty tanky. That's one thing that kind of confuses me, is how they don't have any character classes. This guy is really speedy. He's more of an he's more of a damage type. A lot of the characters, this person's more of an assassin. This is a long-range sniper type character. I haven't played this one yet. This one's a up-close bruiser with an axe, gets up in your face, slashes you. So that's one thing that was really kind of confusing, is like some of these are support. Like I think this guy's a support character. This guy's definitely a support character. As far as I can tell, they're support characters, I think, because so let's take a look at the abilities here. This guy's Shields of Justice, giving shields to allies, increasing that shield. It's pretty broken as well. This needs to be a bit more balanced. Those shields are extraordinarily strong in team fights. Extraordinarily strong. Very difficult to break through the shields and actually get an edge on the opponents. I don't know if it has a cooldown. Like I said, I haven't played this character. I've encountered it though, where the shield abilities are really strong. So I also feel like none of these characters really have any hard crowd control. So like if this person jumps on top of you, drops their fire, drops their flames, it's extraordinarily difficult to counter Summer when she's on top of you. The only two characters who have any crowd control might be this guy, where he kind of pushes you back with his E ability, knocking enemies back and projectiles back. There's also this character who has a grenade that drops a sticky goo. It like traps you in sticky goo. Other than that, there's no real crowd control abilities, which is definitely lacking from traditional type MOBAs, where you might encounter in like League of Legends or Dota, where you actually have stuns, etc. This does not have as many crowd control characters, and I believe it really should. It really does need that. Other than minor balancing issues, where like this dude's shield is extraordinarily broken when you equip that. There's also someone who drops a bubble shield. This chick, the cooldown on this thing needs to be higher. I've seen people drop this thing repeatedly multiple times. It's pretty insane how fast they can drop it. Other than balancing issues, the game itself is quite enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun playing it. It reminded me of Battleborn so much. It made me miss Battleborn. Brave. It's extraordinarily brave that Amazon not only just started making games, but they make a new game that has different mechanics combining different genres. So this is like a MOBA combined with like Overwatch, combined with God knows what else. And it's a very interesting game. All I can say is it's free on Steam. If you have a PC that can handle it, go check it out, give it a try, tell me what you think. Right now, they do give a free 1,000 credits. They give you a free 1,000 premium currency if you want to sign up for the pre-season Battle Pass. Now, touching on the Battle Pass itself, that was another thing that I wanted to discuss. The Battle Pass is extraordinarily slow at leveling up. I don't think it should be as slow as it is. They really need to try to increase the way that you can level up in the Battle Pass. Progress just feels slow. It doesn't feel as rewarding as other Battle Passes. Other Battle Passes I've had, like Apex, Modern Warfare, etc. Those Battle Passes felt rewarding, and they went by quick. If you played the game, you didn't have, it didn't feel as much of a grind. It felt it was accomplishable. And the Battle Pass on this, just progress feels slow. I played a few games, and oh, maybe it's quick. Maybe I need to play more and check it out and see how it actually progresses. Speaking of which, I do want to show the actual Battle Pass and the store as well. So you can see up here, this is the Battle Pass that I was talking about. They got a Battle Pass. Progress feels weird. Maybe it's just a different type of Battle Pass. I don't know. But you have to earn these gems to get from one tier to another. There's about 10 gems in between. And then you can see here they have the typical Battle Pass stuff. They got, little customizations, skins, voice lines, things that, that you normally see. They also have a store, as it is a free-to-play game. They are monetizing it for the Overlord Jeff Bezos. Oh hell, Overlord Jeff Bezos. You can see they have all their customizations, skins, voice lines, little chibi emojis, decals for your pods. For the pods you drop into the game with. Under the collections, you can see here too, that each of the characters have different skins. This is the pod I got from the free Battle Pass. You can see they have different things. I don't really... The pods don't really matter. I mean, you drop in, you don't see them that much. And then you have character skins. Once again, I got this from the Battle Pass that they gave away for free just for playing the game. Because you start off with 1,000 of these premium currency tokens here. So you can see here too, they have the pod decals, they have little chibi effects where you can slap on decals. Emotes, of course, what game wouldn't be right without an emo, huh? Also got emojis and voice lines. And I got these cool little battle pass icons, or I guess not battle pass, but they're just icons you earn in game and through battle pass, etc. And so far, I'm pretty impressed with the game. I think if Amazon is able to do more balancing, I think if they add more crowd control abilities, if they give characters crowd control abilities, if they give maybe Captain Mendoza some stun rounds or something, each of the characters should have some form of CC or something. Nothing too insane, just maybe some escape mechanics. They definitely do need to work on that balancing issue though with the different characters. They needed to do a bit more damage on some characters. I feel like some characters are a bit underwhelming, underpowered. Other characters have too much health and have way too much damage output. So either they need to be a tank or they need to be a damage dealer. Maybe you can choose that in the different class abilities. Maybe that's something that Amazon, if you're listening, Amazon Crucible, Amazon Game Studios, if you're listening, if you actually see this, I would highly recommend maybe doing like assassin paths, or maybe doing tank paths where they lose damage and gain health, and trying to do different combinations like that within the game itself. There definitely needs to be a bit more balancing with characters like Summer, because oh my god, when she drops down on you, you can't do anything. It's pretty overwhelming to try to face her when she gets in your face. She does a ton of damage, very hard to take down, and there's no way to avoid her, push her back, stun her, anything like that. It just GG as soon as she's on top of you if you can't get away, if you have a slow character. Overall, my impression of Crucible is pretty good. So I would have to give it a rating of being locked in an airtight closet, being forced to smell your own farts for, I don't know, maybe 24 hours after being forced a bunch of Brussels sprouts and things of that nature. Out of Tater Tots, I would definitely give it a, let's see, we'll give it a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's a pretty good rating. I would check it out. It's free to play. There's no harm in trying it out. I will be streaming more of this and be keeping eyes on the updates. Hopefully Amazon takes the game seriously. Hopefully they build the community they're looking to build. I don't know about adding voice chat. I don't know about even adding text chat. I kind of like the ping system. I think once people get used to the gameplay and understand the mechanics and what they're supposed to do, what they should be doing, where they should be, etc., it should be a really fun game. If you got a squad of 4 that you want to get down with, definitely try it out. It would be a fun time, I think. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative, and I definitely encourage you to try Crucible. All right, have a good day.